walked through a wood, saw the birds in the trees. So now the poet has come out of the harbor and he's trying to walk in the forest. Woods means the forest, where you have a lot of trees and animals. And he saw the birds singing in the trees. He saw birds were sitting on trees and they were singing. They had no politicians and sang at the ease. You know, he's trying to say, the poet is trying to say that this is not a normal rally. This is not a political rally where you're forced to praise your leader. He's referring to Adolf Hitler in this situation. And at the same time, the poet is trying to explain that how freely the bird is sitting in its own territory and expressing this talent to sing what God had given, uh, and it's singing at their ease, at their own comfort. You know, their movement and their singing is not controlled by someone else. They weren't the human race, my dear. They weren't the human race. He's trying to refer that this is not a human race where humans are trying to discriminate and kill and suppress other human beings of the same race. These animals and these birds are free. The fish is free and the bird is free, and the bird is living at its own comfort. You know, dreamed I saw a building with 1,000 floors, and now he has come out of the jungle and he's looking at a skyscraper, at a building which has so many floors. It's a huge, tall building, multi-storied building. 1,000 windows and 1,000 doors. You know, there are so many windows and doors in this building. That means it's a big, huge building. So definitely, in this, keeping in mind the present situation of the poet, he must be thinking about how many Germans can accommodate in this building. How many Germans can refugees can live in this building? There should be a lot of space in this building. He's talking about that. Although we know that maybe this building is already occupied by residents, or it's a company, or it's an office, we don't know. But right now, the poet's main concern here is to find a shelter to live in. You know, excuse me, in a new country. Not one of them was ours, my dear. Not one of them was ours. So not even one window and one door and one room belonged to a Jew refugee. You know what he's trying to say? All that belonged to people who were living there. Again, he's trying to repeat and express the same problem, that how unwelcome they feel in this new land. Stood on a great plain in the falling snow. And now he's come out and he's standing on an open area and he sees that the snow is falling. 10,000 soldiers marched to and fro, looking for you and me, my dear, looking for me. And when he's standing on that open field, he can imagine all those Nazi soldiers coming to kill all the German Jews. That is what Adolf Hitler had commanded, that all the Jews should be killed instantly. Babies were killed, infants were killed. In fact, everyone was killed, and they were all killed in a very inhumane way, I should say. So he's trying to say that they are not looking for someone else. They're looking for you and me. You and me is referred to all the refugees, and how they are these soldiers. I feel he's not looking at them. He cannot see these soldiers, but he's imagining that he's trying to imagine, and he's trying to remember the difficult time they faced and how they fled their country. They were forced to leave their country just to save their lives. So this is a beautiful poem, I should say, and a very simple poem. I hope you understand it, and you can put your comments on Google Classroom in case something needs to be repeated. I want a beautiful summary by tomorrow. Tomorrow is 29th. So by tomorrow evening, I want a beautiful summary uploaded on Google Classroom for Refugee Blues. And